So
I just need one more complaint, Cav, and you're getting banned.
you're getting banned. I don't think you can ban him from this one, can you?
No, I can't.
Nobody can ban him from the one that would really hurt.
Which one is it?
The one where he goes to hide from everybody else.
Why are you shy about joining voice chat, Nuffles? Why? See, they all like you. They're tired of Cav, so... So you wouldn't have a problem.
Be a refreshing change to hear a different voice.
I'm messing up the quality. You think there's a quality here? Please. Messing up what quality?
He's so naive.
Jesus Christ. There's never been any quality in any of this.
This is why we like you, Nuffles.
Oh, wait, we like him?
I kind of do. I think he's okay.
He's like your new puppy, huh?
He raises my food.
Ollie, do you mind with the paw? Cut off this little peg on this side, and we're going to glue this other bulkhead in here.
I have no idea what you're doing. I'm still working on the other bulkheads.
Quick question, Your Royal Majesty. On that bulkhead, there is a hole.
It goes to the top.
Right, okay. I thought I'd ask first.
It points to the... You'll catch up. Don't worry, Bart. You'll catch up.
Well, I may have to go watch a stream because I have no idea what you guys have moved on to.
Just the front of this. I'm just about to paint some stuff so we can get close to putting these together. That's all. And there's just one bulkhead. You got to glue just one bulkhead in the front that the kit already gives you, so you won't have to make it.
Okay. All right. I just have to figure out which one it is. And
part number 17.
Part number 17. I need to take this tape off this kit so I can get it off again.
While that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and start painting my engine, gentlemen.
Okay.
Why don't you just put the 3D printer in the garage, Doomer?
Well, that's why
I wouldn't worry about them stinking, Zoomer. You need to worry about the fact that it's toxic and it's killing you.
Don't tell him that. We can send a thank you letter to Elegoo.
It doesn't matter if it's summer, winter, or whatever, you need ventilation.
You don't. You can breathe. You think breathing is important?
Last time I checked.
It's overrated.
I agree. It is overrated. What do you mean a lot of light in the garage? Light affects it?
As long as it's not UV light, you're fine.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at that. See Oliver stretching his paws into the damn screen.
Bart, you're out there, my buddy.
Oh,
I got something for you.
what are you eating sandpaper for, you dummy? Yeah, I called you a dummy. I called you a dummy. Look, Bart, even Oliver got the bulkheads made already. I don't know what's take. Look, there's his kit right there. I don't know. He's done even.
I have never been accused of building too quickly.
No, you know who builds slow as hell? Kit Checker.
Yes.
Kit Checker's streams were like he gets the whole stream in 3 hours. He'd have like 2 parts put together. I miss Kit Checker's streams.
He was on last week.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get the notification until he was done.
Hey, he was only on for a couple hours.
But yeah, that is a slow builder. But
Well, it
unlike somebody
shows.
else, he actually finishes stuff. Down, Ollie. Please don't spill the paint, Ollie. Come on. Hi. You need to get down, buddy. You want to go visit? You want to go visit Bart for a while, Ollie? He's got cats you can go play with.
Yeah, my cats don't play much anymore.
You're really gonna
Whoa.
drill a wall in the hole of your house? I don't think your dad is gonna like that very much if you do that, Doomer. You might want to check on that before you do that. Hey, Pops, is it okay if I drill a big ass hole in the wall here? Cause
Yeah, can I
yeah,
put
I
a
think
bed-
he's gonna have something to say there.
I have a vent system in my room that vents
Well, you
all the.
also own your house. You're not living with your parents.
No, I don't live with my parents. Not
Yeah,
unless I want
so
to.
there's a big difference right there. You're in your own house, not somebody else's house. And saying, I'm going to drill a hole in my bedroom wall. I don't think that'll
Yeah.
go over too well.
You might want to check as though you got an outside wall on your bedroom wall as well.
I mean, if you have a window, you could vent it out the window. You don't need to drill another hole.
With a hole, and then whenever I'm printing, I put it into the window, and then I have an extraction fan that pulls it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need like
Nope.
a whole another hole. Yeah. The only hole Doomer needs is the one in his head.
Double tap.
You own the house? How the hell do you own a house? You barely even had a job, except for the last 3 weeks. Alright, engine, paint, blah, blah, blah. Dirty steel cylinders, medium grade crankcase. That, if I say that, do y'all understand?
Yes.
Gloss black tubes on the front and copper wiring.
Ooh. God. Will you sit behind that pin and stop rotating your ass round?
Getting a lap dance? What?
Who's having a lap dance?
What else do we gotta paint?
Why does that not look square?
What?
Oh, it doesn't look square to me.
Oh. Get out of the way, Ollie.
Not drill, screwing it up. Gluing it in.
Well,
anyways.
you have a job, Snuffles, at the whatever you call the chicken house. I don't know, the farm. That's the word. I guess you'd call it a farm, right? I don't know what the technical term for it is. Hen house, maybe?
Chicken ranch?
Yeah, it could be chicken ranch. What do you call that? What is that thing actually called? Like, what is it? Chicken farm or a ranch or what? Poultry farm, maybe?
Yay!
Just
There,
call them
my
chicken
fault.
house. But I mean, what is the whole thing in general called? Like, is it called a chicken farm or what is it? What is it called in general? Okay, it's just called a chicken farm. Okay.
He already knows what the neighbors call it. Having grown up near a chicken farm, they are usually not appreciated by the neighbors.
They stink.
Exactly.
Chicken poop smells.
All poop
Ammonia.
smells.
Mine doesn't.
All that terrible English food you're eating, it should.
Here we go again. It's assuming it's terrible even though you've never tried it.
I have tried English food. I've been to England a couple times.
You should have let me know. I'd have had you deported faster.
I can. I was there to take over the country with the military.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I was actually in the Royal Tournament in 1990.
1990. God. I was 26.
Right.
I was actually in the Royal Tournament in London.
I used to like going to Edinburgh and watching the military tattoo there.
You what?
The military tournament at Edinburgh, the tattoo.
Yeah, well, if you watched it, you probably saw me then. You didn't even know it.
He was probably a lot younger then.
I was the left guard in the Marine Color Guard.
Precision drill. Yay.
And how many accidents has that ever had practicing that thing?
Oh, practicing plenty, yeah.
Because they are bloody close when they're swinging them rifles around with the bayonets on you.
Oh, you're thinking the silent drill team. I wasn't in the silent drill team. I was in the division color guard, basically carrying a flag. I wasn't carrying the flag. I was the rifleman to the left of the flag.
Hey, this bulkhead, is that number 17 you said?
Yes, the round
Yes.
one. Yeah, if you look at the camera, it's right. Goes right here.
Oh, wow. It still hasn't even come up on the camera. There we go.
You'll see where it goes.
So it only goes on one side?
Yes.
That's the long one or the short
The
one?
long one, sir.
Roger. But there's two pieces. Both pieces or just one of them?
No, we're not gluing it together fully yet.
Well, there's two pieces on the sprue. That's why I'm asking. There's
One
two
of them
round
is
pieces side by
one
side.
of them is the retainer for the top turret. The one that's not number 17.
Gotcha. Well, they're connected. That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bloody wind's getting up again.
It's probably the wind we had for the last week.
Man, it's horrendous again.
Oh. Hey, look at the pin marks. Yay!
I mean, them three big massive ones on the back.
Yep. Don't care about them, but all right. This goes which way?
This fucking thing keeps...
Is this supposed to fit between all those
No.
holes?
No. That's where the engine gets mounted. Go to the other side. Go to the other half. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't put it on the one with that. That's where the engine gets mounted. Or if you're gonna mount it on that half, you see the cutout. Okay, you're looking at my screen.
Yep.
Okay, when you see the cutout for the engine right here, when you turn it to the inside, there's a little lip. It goes right up against that back lip.
Okay, but we're
Hence
gluing
why
it on the
you'll
other,
see it
on the
right
other
here.
half.
That goes right up
Yeah.
on that little lip.
But there's no guide on the other piece to glue it to. Okay.
There's a little peg.
I cut off the peg, but yeah, there is a little peg there. Stop, Oliver.
Oh yeah, okay. I see it.
Yeah.
Then is there an up and a down? What do we
Yes.
got here?
See the
The
little
little
hole in
hole
the
goes
center
to-
circle? The little
Yeah.
hole in the center circle goes to the top.
To the top. I don't even know what's the top or the bottom of this damn plane at this
The
point.
top is where the
two
opening
holes
is.
are.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
I need to square mine up. It's not quite square at the top.
Squaring this off is a bit of a pain. This is not how I build. This is alien to me.
I know, you used to just following the instructions.
Well, I follow them, but I do modify them, but I usually study the instructions. Like I said, I research my kits for like 2 months before I ever start to build them. Sit down and realize, hey, putting that on that way would be stupid. Don't do that.
Right. I'm leaving that alone.
Okay, I'm not sure how to get this fucking thing on here. I'm guessing you CA glued this as well.
Actually, I use liquid glue, but you can use it.
Well, there's nothing to hold it in place. It just falls over every time I put
Well,
it here.
exactly. Glue it on there, Bart.
I'm
It's not
getting there.
hard. Just glue it.
Give me
Hi,
a
yeah.
minute. Lord, jeez, I can't work under this pressure. I'm being judged.
Yes, you are. Harshly.
I'm staying out of this.
Good. Stay in the background where you belong.
No need.
Duck is being mean today, isn't he?
You know, right, Mr. Freaking Grumpy Ass.
Okay, so the engines were being painted, and now I'm trying to get the engine. If I can figure out what the hell color is.
That shitty green at cockpit.
I think so, but reading the maintenance manual, it's saying unpainted, which would be natural metal, but I'm trying to understand if that's just the landing gear, which I know were unpainted, or if it was the whole bay.
That's the beauty of modern fighters. They're all white.
So yeah, that's what I'm trying to decipher. Now I know the inside of the doors are green, but so that's what I'm trying to decipher. That's why you see me looking at the computer. And I just asked somebody, and I'm hoping they're awake and can actually answer my question.
And you're sitting here yakking about that, and I haven't even listened to a single thing you said about painting the engines yet.
Oh, now I just right now all I did on the engine was paint them black, Bart. That's all I've done so far.
Oh, just black? Okay, right.
Just gave it a coat. I'll be doing more, but I just gave it a coat of black. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. All right. Let's leave that like that while that dries.
All I've done.
Gotcha. I don't know, that firewall looks wrong, but that's okay.
Won't be the first part you've ever put on wrong.
Nope. Won't be the last either. I'm still not convinced I got the right wooden beams on the boat.
Yeah, you'll figure them out.
Well, they give me all the measurements in standard, in fractions, but the problem is my scale doesn't work in fractions, so I got to convert it to decimal and then convert it to metric, and I'm like,
Oh, you got to go back and forth and back and forth.
and then my calipers don't go to the third digit, so it's like, oh, for frick's sakes.
Okay, think landing gear bays or chroming. Okay, yeah, they are that the landing gear itself is bare metal. The landing gear bays are green.
The same cockpit green.
Yes. I ran out of that green.
Not the same cockpit green. It's a little bit lighter and brighter. I mean, if that's all you have, use it. But it should be a little bit lighter and a little bit brighter.
I've got two. I've got...
Oliver just flipped off the desk in his box. You okay, Ollie? Come here, boy.
Hi, Oliver.
Come here.
Hi,
Come here, Dopey. He's just standing there like, what the hell happened? Are you okay, big boy?
Who moved my box?
He just rolled over and flipped right off the side. Look, he's just like, what happened?
There I was.
I've got Mr. Hobby 58 interior green.
Yeah, you can use that, Vire. It's close enough.
Viry? Don't freaking insult me.
Sorry, Killer.
Jesus Christ.
Hi, Ollie.
He calls me Cav all the time, so don't feel bad, buddy.
That's a bloody age thing, that. You know what it is? It's drinking this Mountain Dew, because I've got a bottle here, and it's like drinking beer. This is a sugar-free one.
Ooh, what's the point?
Right?
Looks like a urine sample.
It does. It tastes like it, too.
You're not joking. Might have to dilute it with some gin, Mark. Oh, gross. That can go in the bin now. I've emptied it.
Hey, bulkheads are in. Lots of gaps, but oh well. Looks better than it did.
That sprue's empty. That sprue's empty.
And for the interior of the cowlings, it's bare metal. It states the interior surface of the aluminium. I'm only saying that for Killa, because as we all know, it's aluminum. The interior surface of the aluminium cowling shall not be painted. Do not apply a paint coating to either side of the firewall. So that's aluminum also. Hey, Duster. Okay, so landing gear bays are the green, and the inside of the cowling is aluminum.
Green, aluminum.
Yes.
Okay.
Green, aluminum.
Yeah.
Say it again, Killa. How do you say that word?
Aluminium.
No. You said it right once.
If you read the Tamiya bottle, it's actually spelled aluminum on the
Yeah,
Tamiya
exactly.
bottle.
If you read it right, yeah.
But it's pronounced aluminium.
So, what green are we going with here again?
It's supposed to be zinc chromate, but if all you have is a little lighter than the interior green, but if all you have is the interior green, use what you got.
No, I don't even know if I have any of that left because I mixed the batch.
I'm
trying to see if I have the other color here somewhere.
Have you got any? Which color is it, Bart? It's a Tamiya color.
Well, the only green Tamiya I have
is not even close. Do not use that. That's terrible.
No,
that's a British Japanese color.
Yeah, it's too green now. I've got the mustardy green.
But if you have basically it's close to the color we use for the cockpit, except a little bit lighter.
I don't know. I haven't seen that cockpit in like friggin' 3 months, so hang on.
Don't have it? Yeah, you have it. Because we don't need to see it, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
All right, so black on the engine. Okay, so black on the engines, aluminum on the other one, and...
Ali, what?
All right, I gotta go off my headphones for a sec here to go check the paint cabinet here. I'll be right back.
Okay, y'all.
Right, we gotta grab a paint out of one of the drawer number 4. Oh, it's right here. Hey, what are the chances of the color I needed was actually right at the top? All right. I got way lucky with that. The day you go to Andy's, when are you going there, Doomer?
I'll paint them off screen, off Steam stream. I've got some airbrushing to do later tomorrow in the morning.
You have to what?
I say I've got some airbrushing to do in the morning, so I'll airbrush them tomorrow in the morning. Unless we're doing some more work on them.
No, he said we're just gonna be painting the engines and whatnot.
Okay.
All right, I gotta go back to Discord and remember what that mixture was for that paint.
Alright, let's go here. But yeah, if y'all need to catch up the week, that's fine. I'm just gonna be painting these parts. The interior to landing gear bays, you remember how we did it with the oil, whatever?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do the same thing, just with the aluminum instead of the green. What I'll be doing, I don't think I have to re-go over, I mean with the green, sorry. Just like in the cockpit, what we're gonna do in the landing gear bays, I don't think I have to re-go over all of that. I have, 5 drawers like that full of paint, Nuffles.
What did we use?
So we're gonna be making quick progress
there it
on
is.
this, don't y'all worry.
Two parts XF3 and 1 part XF5.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I'll sell them to you, Nuffles.
I went to go and get some X22 today.
The clear?
And every shop I went to had sold out. I haven't got any.
Oh, all the shops in the UK over there, yeah?
Oh, the ones in my area, not one of them had got clear.
I know a place in Portugal I can give you a discount on to get some clears.
What the heck is X5? I can't even find it in my
X5
cabinet.
is dark green. I think it's called deep green. Or dark green, something like that.
Oh yeah, I got X5. What's the other one I'm looking for?
3, yellow.
3. Oh, that's why. Hang on.
When you type in passwords, it's an S5, isn't it, Bart?
Oh, okay, I'm back. What's that? Were you talking to me?
When you type in passwords, it's not X5.
Sorry, what? Contacts, dude. I was off headphones.
Forget it.
Okay.
Continue.
Plus, I can barely hear you. You're way away from your mic today.
I'm down the back of the room at the minute.
Okay.
Children.
This is just the way we talk every day, so
I'm
get used
away
to it.
from my desk. I'm putting things away that I don't.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ooh, jeez, I'm getting low on yellow. Oh, no, I already have another one. Never mind.
While I'm painting the interior of the gear bays, I'm going to paint the interior of the gear bay doors also.
Yeah, same color.
You just found one for sale, Duster? Honestly, it's not a very good kit. at your level, where you're at, you're gonna have a terrible time. And I don't mean this in a negative way, but you're gonna have a terrible time putting this kit together. I can guarantee you that. Honestly, if I was you, I would not. I do not recommend you buying this kit. I don't recommend anybody buying this kit. Get the Great Wall. One, it's 1,000 times better than this.
Now he says.
This, however, is a good learning tool.
Yes.
But if you just want to build the subject, I don't recommend this.
Right, I'll go and put these parts in my spray booth to remind me to spray them in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We'll put the
Drywall used to be called gypsum board. I believe it's like a plaster gypsum mix. I mean, that's from back in the day. I don't know what modern drywall is made out of.
Before I paint these wheel wells, is there doors that need the inside of those painted as well, the same color?
Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Yes.
And tell me what you see.
I don't know. I see duck sanding. That's what I see every freaking time I pull up duck stream. I don't know.
Look.
You're not exactly giving instruction.
I said while you're painting these, I'm going to paint the landing gear doors, but you're not listening.
It's because I was probably when I had my headphones off.
It probably was, Bart. Yes.
So
yes,
it's actually,
I am doing the inside of the landing gear bay doors at the same time.
Okay. So I need more paint, what you're telling me.
Is the Hobby Boss? It's okay. The 70-second Hobby Boss? It's okay. It's better than the Airfix kit, not as good as the DML kit. But it's easier to find than the DML kit.
Right. Got both them colours. And then I need to find the gear bay doors. That's not the gear bay doors.
I'm just cleaning them up here, that's all. It's taking a minute. Yeah, drywall is still called sheetrock, depending on who you talk to.
I don't have them parts.
What? You don't have these parts?
No. What part numbers were they, Duck?
I don't know. They're these long-looking things that cover the gear bay doors.
Right, well,
I've seen instructions. What part numbers are they? 18 and something else.
18,
no?
19,
yeah.
20 and 21.
There you go. That's what part numbers they are.
Oh, right. I don't want to take them off at sprues because one says left inside, left out, left right out, and right in. So I'll leave them on the.
I took them off the sprue so I can clean them up.
I'll clean them up, but I'll do the last bit of cleaning because it's only the inside you're painting anyway. So
correct. The outside goes that. Yeah, it goes black. Yeah, the outside color.
Yeah, it's a large color. So I'm just gonna go around it with this X-Acto knife to get the flash off it.
So we got more paint made.
Again, I'm gonna be doing the inside of the gear bays like we did the interior with the oil wash and whatnot.
Yeah.
Roger that. I'll be right back.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah, so he can say what I said when he didn't hear it.
Which he's now got his headphones off again.
So now I should say all the important stuff.
And I start swearing at him, saying, "Why haven't you done this? I told you to do it." Quick question.
Sure.
While we're spraying those, are the front landing gear bay door the same colour?
Yeah, You can do the front ones too. We haven't gotten to the front landing gear bay, but yeah, I've got them right here to paint them at the same time.
Yeah, okay. I'll
We'll
put
get the
these
front landing
sprues.
gear eventually. Front landing gear bay.
I'll put them-
Once we get the fuselage together.
I'll put them sprues in the spray booth as well, just to so I know I've
But
got spray.
there's no harm in painting them now.
I don't spray this time of night normally. Not at 10:30 at night.
Like I said, I'm gonna be painting these parts and the engines here tonight. So I'll get the engines painted up here in a few minutes. I know it's about your bedtime. You can
No, it's not bedtime
just watch
yet.
the end of the video if you want to see how I paint them.
No, it's not bedtime yet.
Is the Revell? No, it's not. Get the Tamiya kit. The Revell, it's about the same as this. It's crappy with terribly fitting parts. I would recommend getting the Tamiya kit for 48 scale.
Can't believe I'm down to 2 sprues left.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't seem like we've been doing a lot, but we really have.
Yeah.
Because as you see, there's not many. This is normally how I build with big sub-assemblies, then it's together. Yeah, most of your the little parts are actually already attached. Yeah, I'm going to be painting it. The longest thing that's going to take is describing the panel lines if y'all want to do that. I'm going to do it, just to do it.
Something I've never tried to do.
Yeah, it's a good thing you should try it.
I don't have the steadiest of hands, put it that way.
You don't really need a steady hand. You're going to use a guide most of the time. You're not going to really do much freehand scribing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just the Tamiya kit duster has terrible fit. Like really bad fit, kind of like this. It's a kit from the 70s and it's just a kit from the 70s. Again, I don't recommend it. Wait around. I would suggest wait around until you can find the Tamiya kit.
I'll be boss kid.
Hobby Boss makes one in 72nd that's basic but not bad. Dragon makes some 72nd ones that are pretty good but hard to find. But pretty much anything monogram, I'm never going to recommend if there's a better kit of it out there. Because all the monogram stuff, again, is from the 70s. And it's just, people ask, well, what's wrong with it? Well, it's from the 70s. It's just not good. I would not rate really any monogram kit as good. Maybe some of the later Pro Modeler stuff is not bad, but I would not really rate any monogram kit as good.
Okay, on the nose wheel, is that the nose wheel? There's like a piece that the front tire assembly connects to. Is that the same green as well, number 98?
I don't know. No. If it's a part of the lane, here, no. Don't worry about the front. Anything at the front, we ain't got there yet.
No, I know that, but I just want to paint it if it needs to be painted.
I don't know. I ain't looked that far.
Landing gear doors for the front need to be green.
The
on the
doors,
inside.
yeah, go ahead. But as far as the part 98, I don't even know what the hell. Y'all keep making me look at the damn instructions.
It's like the floor. It's the floor that the landing gear connects to. So
yeah, that'll be the green too. But I mean, it's yeah.
I'm just getting as much of the green as I can.
That's right, because you have to mix the paint, don't you?
Well, yeah, I've mixed a crap load. I'm good now.
Oh. We're not painting that till after we get the fuselage together, so.
Okay.
Yeah, the Monogram B-24 is an old kit. That's not even really a good kit. But then there's neither is the alternatives. I wouldn't rate good either. But again, and it also depends on what you want. If you just want something that kind of looks like the subject and you'll be able to put together in 2 days, then yeah, go for it. You don't really do much seam works or anything like that anyway. So the Monogram D335 will probably work for you. Yeah, the Monogram D25 is, yeah, I don't recommend. The fit on that is, granted, it's the only 48 B29, so you don't have a choice. However, it doesn't mean it's a good kit because it's the only one. But yeah, the Monogram DO335 might be good for you, Duster, because as fast as you go through stuff, it really don't matter. Not like you're trying to make parts fit or anything like that. You're just trying to get something done.
Oh.
Okay. Engines are over there. Bart's like, I'm glad we're not doing any more wires today.
I don't mind doing wires. That wasn't the problem. Like I said, my problem is how small it is versus my eyesight. versus the wire versus the wire. Yeah, but then I can't see the screen at all. So anyhow, we're fine. All's good.
In love and war.
We will survive.
Pork belly. Good
Hello,
evening.
Pork Belly.
Hey, Pork.
Comparing the green for the landing gear bays to the cockpit green, you see how it's a little bit, what I'm using is a little bit greener, a little bit brighter. Not quite the same color.
Yeah. So I've got that interior green, which is like the chromate green for the
Right.
P51.
Yeah, the only Rotodyne kit, yeah, exactly, is the Ancient Airfix kit.
Yeah, get to paint something I like.
This horrible black plastic takes some covering.
This black plastic is terrible. And every release of this kit has always been in black plastic for some reason. Even the Revell releases of it are in horrible black plastic.
And then the thing is, once you put a single coat of paint on it, suddenly you can see all these details that you can't see.
Right, because of the shitty black plastic.
Exactly. Suddenly it's like, oh, okay, look at all the detail on this thing. It's actually not that bad.
Why are you Dremeling? What do you mean Dremel the gun rings down, Sniper? What do you mean? Oh, well, it depends on how technical you want to get, but you can't technically make either of the atomic bombers from the Monogram kit, even though they kind of tell you can. There's lots of other things. The propellers are wrong, unless you have the re-release. The propellers are wrong. The Monogram kit is also a B29A, not a B29. So there's lots of other changes to actually technically make an accurate atomic bomber from it. But I mean, if it's just something you want to represent it, you know, depends on how much you care about the accuracy. But for actual accuracy, you cannot make an atomic bomber from the monogram kit without doing some changes. But yeah, that's why I said that once you paint it, you see the sidewalls actually have pretty decent detail.
Yeah, they do. They do. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he doesn't really understand about all the differences, it'll be all right, I guess. He has got no other choice in 48. And if you don't want to spray these, of course, you can always do the lazy way and brush paint these. The Academy B29s, they're the best in 72nd. They're way better than the Airfix kits. They're not, so I wouldn't say they're not great, but they're not bad. They're an average kit. You know, you look at this build here. You look at this build here and you think about what we've done on it. It's not bad considering we've only done about 10 hours of work on this.
And I'm back.
Yeah, and down to 2 sprues left now.
Now, engine's black. Yes. Okay.
You can't. Yeah, the only thing wrong with that kit is you cannot make an early B29. Like you see, that's got an olive drab and gray B29. Straight out of the box, you technically can't use those markings. Again, depending on how accurate you want to be. Early B29s had some differences from the kit for those markings, the olive drab and gray marking. Again, most people don't care or know. Or want to know. Again, if you want to do an olive drab and gray B29, there's changes you have to make to that kit. There was only a certain number of them that actually were painted that way. What do you mean 72nd bell kit? I'm not sure what you mean, Sniper. Which kit are you talking about? The Bell Duster? It's too many for me to name off the top of my head without me looking it up again. I know I built one of those B29s years ago, and yeah, there's a lot of small changes you have to do. It's not, nothing's too many to list, it's just too many for me to remember off the top of my head. Oh, the Memphis Belle. The B-17F, I think the windows are wrong on it. I think the front nose windows, I believe, are technically wrong for the Memphis Belle subvariant. Again, I'd have to look that back up. I'm not sure if it gives you the correct nose window configuration. The Enola Gay, the Academy one, yeah, it's not bad. It's better. It's more accurate than the Monogram one is, yes. I believe they tell you a couple of the changes you have to make. Because the Academy kit is actually a B29, not a B29A like the Monogram. Let's clean this green out. Have visible progress. Wait. Still making bulkheads, Bart, or did you get him done?
He's away.
Oh, he's still going? Okay.
I think he's cleaning his airbrush out.
Why is it dirty?
Because he's just sprayed the landing gear bays.
Whoa, he's actually caught up. All right. Oh, Bart. None of this, I can't spray this time of night. Ugh.
No, I can't. It's not that I can't. It's just that I don't.
Well, who you being?
Because it's getting late. About time I've pissed about switching everything on and.
Mirror B-29. No military aircraft really has a mirror finish. A lot of modelers do a mirrored finish, but remember, wartime aircraft, they're not going to sit there and hand polish the entire airplane to give it a mirror finish.
Not when they had a life expectancy of 3 missions.
Yeah. So you need a nice bare aluminum finish. You do not need a mirror finish for pretty much any wartime aircraft. That's a modeler thing in a post-war like Warbird museum thing. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Obviously, I haven't used aluminum in a while because this needs stirred.
Aluminum?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, damn it.
Duck down! Duck down!
It's not now. Oh.
Fly just went past on the screen.
Hey?
I said a fly just went past on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, what, a fly?
Yeah, like a moth or something. Oliver, do your job.
Right? Where's he at?
Catch the flying snacks.
But yeah, like I was trying to show you, don't go by something like this. This is a museum piece. Don't go by something like this mirror finish when you're trying to do an actually in progress thing. If you look at wartime, I know it's a black and white photo, but it's not a mirrored finish, okay, on any natural metal plane during the wartime. Again, this is all museum stuff. This mirror finish stuff you see, this is museum aircraft. Wartime stuff is going to be more like this, where even in black and white, it looks more like a gray, because it literally is just bare aluminum. You know, and it gets oxidized quickly from the rain and the sun and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, you don't need to go with the shiny, bright, you know, aluminum.
Now, speaking of aluminum, it's just the inside on the nose. That's where you're painting?
The
Yeah,
inside of
behind
the
that.
cowling areas, yes.
Okay. Since I have my aluminum ready to go.
That's what I'm about to paint next. And if you want to do the inside of the other cowling at the same time and that top hatch piece, you can do that too.
Top hatch piece. Okay.
I don't have a part number for you. But you got the inside of the cowling and the cowling ring you could also do.
Firewall as
And
well,
the
I'm
top
assuming.
hatch
Yeah.
piece, which I don't know. I don't know what part it is because it's already off my sprue.
I'm still on mine. Just give me a second. Put a light on. No. Is it 94?
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 94.
We're here in a minute.
It's on the same screw as the nose wheel floor.
You were talking about the other halves too. What is it actually? Is that visible?
What visible?
Well, you said the other halves, you can paint those chrome or aluminum as well.
The hatch. Top hatch.
Oh, the hatch. Hatch. Got ya. Not the other half.
Yeah.
Got ya. Well, too late. Now, Kilo, what part did you say that was? 90?
94.
94.
It's on the same screw as your props.
Okay.
And your landing gear bay floor.
Right, and it's the inside of that that's getting painted?
Yes.
And the
The
landing
outside
bay...
is the outside color.
Huh?
The outside of it would be the outside colour. I'm painting the inside of it.
Huh?
Huh?
You guys are both mumbling.
We said yes, the inside, because the outside will be the outside color.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Duh.
Okay. And you were saying something about another hatch, or that was the one?
No, this is the one, sir.
Okay, Roger. Because
So
cleaning
you have
aluminum
the
out of the
inside
airbrush is a
of
pain in
up
the ass.
here
So.
where the engine goes. You look at the screen. You have the inside of this. You have the inside of this.
Yep.
And then the inside of this.
Done. And I did the inside of the other ones too because I misunderstood you. Made no sense to me, but it did anyhow.
Send me a picture. Yeah, that would be fine for a B-29, yes. Duster, that'd be fine.
Because aluminum is always a pain to clean out of the airbrush, and once I'm out, I want it out.
Yeah, the little metallic particles get everywhere, it seems.
Yes, sir. Sweet. Okay, engines are painted. Green is painted. Aluminum is painted.
And you even painted it before I did?
Well, I have a sink, so I can clean my airbrush a hell of a lot faster than
Oh,
you
you're
can.
using water.
Yes. Well, Tamiya, it's not really water.
Using water to
But-
clean it, I'm assuming.
But water cleans it up nicely.
How many put lacquer thinner in it?
No, it don't work with lacquer thinner.
See, I thin Tamiya
Actually-
paints with lacquer thinner, so
Actually, the Tamiya lacquer thinner actually works quite nice in this stuff.
I've never used the Tamiya lacquer thinner. I just used hardware, stuff in the hardware.
Yeah. Now the Tamiya thinner actually works lacquer thinner or
Some
the
of us
XF
aren't
or
bougie enough to
X20.
use all these name brand thinners.
For me, it's keeping the odor down. That's the biggest problem. I'm gone to the sink. I will be back.
I've got to do the dish again.
Fiery's gonna have a ton of stuff to catch up on. I'll teach him not to be here, the slacker.
Excuse me. Okay.
I almost said there's no excuse. I was trying not to be mean.
Why change habit of a lifetime?
Sometimes change is good.
Change is better than a rest, so they say.
Okay, one more part to clean up. We'll paint some more on the end, some clear, some more on the engine. I know normally I stop at 2 hours on this, but I'm gonna keep going.
Oh, what are you working on now?
Still working on this. I said I'm gonna get this aluminum painted. We're gonna paint some clear, and then we're gonna paint the rest of the engines here. So I say normally I stop at 2 hours on this, but today I'm just gonna. It's just painting. You all can catch up. I won't be here all week, so you won't have nobody to watch. You'll be able to just build your P61.
Yeah, because that's what we're going to do while you're away.
Yeah.
I need to finish this E2. It's been sat on the shelf long enough.
Yeah, I want this S2 done.
I like the markings. Is that the kit markings on that E2, Philip?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is. Yeah, it
I
is.
like those
It
markings.
actually
They're nice
turned-
and color. I like the
Oh,
green,
the-
the green and the red and all that. It's nice and colorful.
The tail looks absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's
The
painted.
only
It looks
issue
nice.
I've got with them is the decals are don't fit the kit.
And the ones that came
So-
with it?
Yeah, so the ones on the end of the tails, the ones like the volcano,
Yeah.
the bottom green section, that decal's supposed to go all the way from the top of that tail fin to the bottom of that tail fin. It's about a quarter of an inch short.
Oh, so did you just have to paint the green, or what are you gonna do?
So I had to paint the green, and same on the wings. There's a decal on the wings with like a flame on it, and the green does not fit the wing at all. And paint it in, and on the side of the tail plane where it goes over, there's like a spar in the middle of the tail,
Right.
on the edges. The decals don't go over it, so I had to sit there and hand paint it. The decal doesn't fit right up to the hedge, so I had to hand paint it all in red and white and green to make it fit to the end of the tail.
Interesting.
Yeah, so quite a lot of the decals on this kit do not fit where they're supposed to go. They are totally wrong size. They've been wrongly scaled, I think.
Now, I would not recommend hand brushing an entire B29 duster. I would not recommend that.
It's a bit big to hand brush.
Yeah, just a tad.
Don't think I've ever built a B-29.
The
Ever.
British used them, you know. They had a couple of them they called the Washington.
Yeah, I never built one. I don't really build many prop aircraft. I do mostly jets.
Now's your chance. What are you waiting for?
It's put something that size.
Yeah, ironically, it wasn't the metallic that stayed in the airbrush. It was the green.
Oh, really? You're still pulling green out of there?
Crazy.
Well, way to go. Way to go,
Crazy.
Clark.
Guess my mixture's toxic.
Your mixture is as toxic as my personality.
There you go, eh? The one thing I do like about my Badger is it's easy to freaking clean.
Which Badger is it?
The 105.
Oh, yeah. That I used to be a Badger dealer. They are easy to disassemble and clean, yeah.
Yep, a lot easier than the
Awadas are terrible to clean.
Yeah, I've got one of the Masters here too, and I find the Master doesn't get as dirty.
Right. Well, a
as the
Master is
Badger.
is an Iwata copy. It's the same as an Iwata.
Oh, is it? Yeah. It's that stupid trigger trying to get that freaking thing back in after you've taken it out.
The little thing on the bottom hangs in there. And
Yep.
yeah, you got to get it all lined up. I agree with you.
I think there was a half-hour cursing session on one of my streams.
Oh, about trying to get it back in there? Yeah.
Trying to get it back in.
That's not normal on your streams, any cursing session?
Cursing and swearing on my stream? Never.
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 That's the main reason to watch your stream is for the cursing.
Exactly. I aim to entertain anybody and everybody. So I think my green came out the exact same color as the cockpit. No, it's a bit lighter. And then we're going to clear coat these, aren't we?
I mean, it should work, Duster. All right, there we go.
I've noticed you've not done that cowling all the way to the back, though.
Yeah, because the back half I'm gonna do black. Once we get the engine in, we're gonna paint the back half of it black. Just because it would just be covered with oil and garbage anyway. So pretty much once the engine is in there, we're gonna paint it black. But I can do this if it'll make you feel better. Here you go.
No. It was just an observation. That was
There
all.
you go. Better?
I didn't realize that had to be done too. God damn it.
I mean, you could do it next. It's not if you don't do it right now. Just
Yeah, I know. Like you said, it's going to be covered in oil and crap. You're not even going to really see it much anyhow.
Just take a brush, and if you have to. But once the engine's in, the back half of it, I'm actually going to end up painting black anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I will do it.
What is AS? Oh, AS-12. That's the Tamiya spray can, isn't it? Sniper.
So they were TS.
The Tamiya sprays are done. That's the numbers for their spray cans. TS.
Yeah.
It's a shame I've been doing this too long. I know what the numbers for most of these colors are.
Well, it is as well.
How you know you've been doing something too long, right?
Yeah.
Well, you got a whole new product line to memorize, so you're good to go.
Yeah, right. I know. Actually, I've just been talking to him the last couple of days about some of his label. Because he doesn't have a lot in his military labels, and I told him military modelers are kind of fickle like that, where it could be the right color, but if it doesn't say British dark green, even though it's the right color, they're not going to use it because it doesn't say it on the label.
Yeah.
I told him I'm gonna work with them on relabeling a lot of his colors
Cool.
to fix that. Because military modelers are stupid like that. It can be the exact color, but it doesn't say it on the label, so they won't use it.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I know when I was building the P3 Orion, the Aurora as we call it, I used the mission model stuff, which uses the actual federal standard numbers. And it was like, okay, do I have the right color or not?
Could we do a B29 build along? I don't think so, Duster. It's too big of a kit. Even 72nd scale, the kit is like $50, $60. It's too expensive and large of a kit to do something like that. To do a build along with a number of people. Remember, we got to keep it affordable and stuff like that, just to get people to participate. You don't want people to have to go out and buy $200 worth of stuff to do a build along.
And how many people are actually interested in a super fortress? They'd
Well,
be
that's
more
what I mean.
interested
Yeah,
in
that
flying,
too. Yeah.
in a flying fortress than they would be a super fortress.
Yeah, B-17 would be considerable to do as a build along. I agree. Yeah.
Yep. It, Lancasters, any of those. Yeah. Mitchell, like I want to build a Mitchell at some point, but
What scale you want looking for?
172nd. When it comes to the bombers,
the only decent kit out there is the newer Airfix kit. The rest of them are trash.
Really? Yeah, I haven't sat down and researched yet. I'd like with the Lancaster, I'd like to have a flying fortress and a Mitchell and maybe a Liberator, and just to have them all sitting together.
B-24, the best bet is a Hasegawa. Lancaster you already built, didn't you?
Yep, Lancaster's already done. Looks kind of lonely in there, so.
B-24, your best bet is the Hasegawa kit.
Yeah.
The B-25, your best bet is the newer Airfix kit. And the B-17, it really depends. The newer Revell is okay. The newer Airfix is okay. All the kits out there have issues. It depends on the lesser of evil that you're looking for.
Yeah, there are ways down the chain, unless I discover I hate building ships, which if I don't like doing ships, then I'm probably moving on.
You don't see that happening, right? Anytime soon?
No, like I said, the ones I kind of go into the room and look at are the ships. Those are the ones that catch my eye when I go into where my finished models are.
Yeah, a B-26 would be okay for a build along. The only thing with that is just buy the Hasegawa kit and build it. It really doesn't need anything much added to it. Just buy the Hasegawa B-26 and build it. It doesn't need a whole lot of stuff added.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. The build-alongs that we're doing them from the point of view of learning different skills.
Right. If the kit is just a good kit and stuff, there's no point in it.
That's why we picked this piece of shit.
we could do a Spitfire build along if everybody wanted to do one.
I'd sooner eat my own feces.
All I heard was you're eating feces. What did you say?
I would sooner eat my own feces and build a Spitfire.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you said, but I was like, wait a second. I missed part of that. Because all I heard was he'd rather eat feces, and I was like, what?
I think my comment last week about the wiring is I would rather put my scrotum on the table and drive rusty nails through it.
With a staple gun.
What I'm doing now is putting clear on here to do the oil wash like we did on the rest of the cockpit.
Yeah. I've still got some of that oil wash left. Uh-oh.
A Fokker DR1 would not be a bad choice for a group for build along. But again, with that, it depends on which kit you're using. Maybe go with the 32nd, because in 48, just buy the Edward kit and be done with it. There's no reason to buy any of the other 48th or 72nd kits because, yeah.
The pants.
All right, I got to do clear coating later this week on the S2 anyhow, so I'll just wait and leave those.
Yeah, I'm just doing it now to keep stream going. You know, do something on stream.
Oh yeah, no. If I didn't have more clear coats to do, I would just say screw it. I'll do it now and get it done. But
Try and get
Hurricane might be a good candidate. There's some stuff, yeah.
I have the perfect build along.
okay,
No, because you bail on them.
you're not allowed to
Oh,
pick anymore.
Killer.
What is it,
So-
Kev?
Okay. How about a figure build along?
No.
You mean a
doing a miniature?
Like a how-to?
Like a miniature-
Figure how-to?
Yeah, like a figure. It's quick, it's easy, and it's affordable.
Well, it's not necessarily quick and easy, but you do like a 16th figure. Yeah, that would be doable.
Well, yeah, if you wanted to do a bust, but I meant more like a 148 scale or 135th or something like that. That's usually something that comes along in the kit that people have difficulty doing.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that.
It'd be a short one, you know.
You've got 4 figures that came with the kit. They are pants, mind you. This kit comes with 4 figures.
This kit comes with 4 blobs that are
Yeah,
figure shaped.
yeah, figure shaped. They are a bit pants.
Good suggestion. Yeah.
Not a bad suggestion. Like this
Do you think
kit
about it? I
wasn't a
mean,
bad
there's-
suggestion.
There's always so many things you can do. You can do planes, you can do ships, you can do armor, and then you're sort of like, okay, do you do sci-fi? You know, like where do you go from there? Maybe a sci-fi kit, or which is
Well, this
so
really
broad that
see
you can't really
the
hit.
idea. Well, here's the thing: the idea behind a build along isn't necessarily the kit you're building; it's the techniques you're learning as we do it together.
Right, I get that. I'm just saying, as a general, to kind of switch it up a bit instead of doing multitude of planes or
Right.
multiple
Oh, I agree
of
with you,
tanks.
but yeah, it's not necessarily like it's not necessarily about. I mean, this could be a P. This is a P-61, but it could just as well be a Spitfire or a 109 or something else. It's not necessarily the subject we're doing. It's the techniques we're doing on this. Like today, making the bulkheads can be used on anything. Can even be used on a sci-fi kit if you need to make a bulkhead. Or whatever it's called on a spaceship.
Yeah,
Still a
I
bulkhead.
my point was is that a lot of people have trouble with figures, and it's a short, quick, easy one that it's not going to take weeks to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
I
it's
know what
something
you're
that-
saying, Ken.
It's something that everybody pretty much has access to with the figures that come with the kit. You know what I mean?
But again, if we're not all doing the same figure, it becomes difficult to control. Oh, he left.
Right. But figures are reasonably cheap too.
That's
like,
true.
I mean, like a figure kit.
You can get some cheap figures. Yeah, 35th scale set of figures is not much. Yeah. A history of what? The only thing I know history of is history of how to be an ass.
And for all you naysayers that say groan every time I come up with a suggestion, go ahead and suggest on your own. I don't hear shit coming out of anybody else's mouth.
Hey, if you're going to suggest shit, then at least participate.
One time I don't participate.
2.
What was 2?
Don't know. I just thought I'd make a number up.
Yeah, see?
Just to wind you up some more.
He participates,
You know what?
he just doesn't finish.
You're the only one who asked for group builds, but then you didn't participate. Nobody else was asking.
No, Stuck. I've said continuously this should be a group vote or whatever. I'm not suggesting anymore. And then I got put in the corner. It's like, no, you got to suggest something. You got to suggest something, which I ended up suggesting the boat build. But because nobody else wanted to commit to anything.
That's right. So if they don't want to commit, don't feel that you're obligated to come up with something.
He's an influencer. He has to. It's his job. It's in his job. He wants to be considered an influencer. He needs to.
If the community doesn't want to be involved in something, then, if nobody's saying, hey, we should be doing this, then don't worry about it.
I'm just saying. Trying to do my bit.
Yeah, Pork Belly. Look at Pork Belly. He said, this has been a great episode of Grumpy Old Man. It has.
If you think it's any different off stream, it's not. We all one of us is bitching about something.
I quit.
Shut up, Sniper.
Sniper's just not even old enough to be grumpy, to be an old grumpy old man.
No, he's jealous, that's all. Now, Pork Belly, on the other hand, said no more.
Grumpy Old Man is not so much about the age either. It's about the mileage traveled.
Yeah. Some of us have done more miles in our time than a B-52 bomber.
Some of you are older than a B-52 bomber.
Well, then again, some B-52s didn't get much mileage on them at all.
Who was that aimed at, Duck?
Huh?
Who was that aimed at?
Hold on a sec. I can't hear you. Hang on. Let me
I think
turn
it
the
was just a shot.
volume up a little bit.
I think it was just a shot into the blue, and he knew it was going to land somewhere.
Pork Belly, that's not nice.
Pork Belly is suggestively twirling
might
his tail
be
in our direction.
The marble in your mouth accent that you're talking with, I can't understand you either.
Let me remove the silver spoon and say it again. Who was that aimed at?
Was what aimed at?
Being older than the B-52 bomber.
Hey, if the shoe fits.
Aggression.
Actually, I don't think any of us are older than a B-52 bomber, to be blunt. They've been around a long freaking time.
For our time.
Google it now when they were made.
But it is disturbing that we got F-18s in Canada before I ever joined the military, and I'm now retired from the military and government, and we are still flying the same damn planes that we bought all those years ago.
22 June 62, the last B-52 was built.
The last
2 years
one
before me.
That was 4 years before I was even born. Yeah.
2 years before I was born.
But the thing to be said about them is like they're still flying. They're still, and then like most shit that's built nowadays doesn't fucking last beyond 5, 10 years or whatever. And these things were built to last.
I mean, they've stood the test of time. I'll give them the dues. It's like the 747.
You want to
Jesus,
find a
that thing is pretty
C-17
clever.
kit? Revell makes one. Revell Germany makes one, Duster. Yes, the 48 scale B-52 is a fiberglass resin. Yes, is a resin kit, yes. It's one of those kits that I said if anybody buys it and sends it to me, I'll build it for them. I'll build it for them for free. One of those kits. They're B-52 and the B-36 are up for that. If anyone buys one and sends it to me, I'll build it for free. I'm just a nice guy like that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said, yeah, right. I just want to say, because I just want to be able to say I built one, but I know I'll never buy one because they're like $600.
Well, what was it I read the other day? A C5 cost about $100,000 for every flight that it makes.
Most aircraft are
obviously.
terribly expensive to fly. Military aircraft cost literally thousands of dollars an hour to fly. Yeah.
I like, and another one was like an M1 Abrams is $1,500 for every mile it travels.
Yes. Yep. Well, and they're not just putting fuel in there; they're putting maintenance costs and crew costs and all of that
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
when
right,
they,
yeah, no, yeah.
The
lot of
figures
money.
they use for that are like a cost per mile thing. It's maintenance, it's crew costs, it's all kinds of other costs. It's not just like fuel or and oil per hour type of thing.
You drive
C-17s. I still remember when they introduced the
That's great.
C-17, the Bob Hope and all that. They were phasing out the 141s.
Yeah, I remember when that happened too. Yeah.
Like, what the hell is this new aircraft? And I could get on it and like, oh, okay. As far as the B-52s, I can tell you, like in the Middle East, when they used to park at the air, in the revetments and stuff like that, the little aprons with they had the berms around, it used to have to park on an angle, and you'd have maybe 5 foot from each wingtip that would almost be touching the 5 to 10 feet on edge. It was so huge, they would barely fit in there, and you'd have to drive around the edge. You're like, don't hit the plane, don't hit the plane.
I was just about to say, how many of them did you hit, Cav?
No, it was like you drove really slow and very carefully. You were not going to take out a B-52.
All right, are we done yet? No, you're not. You're never gonna be done, Duck. Never.
Having flown on many C-17s, I'm not a huge fan.
What do you mean by mini C-17?
It's a many.
Oh, many.
M-A-N-Y.
This is
I'm
half
plugged up.
German accent that does it.
And now I'm now nasal plugged up, so.
Most of my flying was on 130s because Marine Corps doesn't have C. I flew a couple of C-17s,
Right.
a couple of C-5s, but most of it was on 130s. I actually have a couple of P-3 flights also.
Yeah,
What about the Osprey?
most of mine
Oh,
are all.
What about? Would you
perks.
say what about the Osprey? Yeah, all the damn time. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget where I don't know if it was at Safeport or somewhere else that they were having a discussion about helicopter versus plane on the Osprey
That
and all
was
that
in
stuff. And I was
Safeport.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, until you've flown on one and the back door's down and it's flying nap of the earth, you'll find that thing will do a lot more than what a fucking plane, or at least what they're allowed to do with planes.
Yeah, I just stayed out of that one because it's one of those arguments. Well, not even arguments, but discussions with people that really just know what they read on the internet. So I just kind of
fair enough. Most people, unless you were in a specific job or a specific thing, don't have the ability to even
Right.
Be around certain pieces of equipment or
that's why if you notice, I actually stayed out of that one.
Yeah, anytime I see 17-year-olds debating if something is a plane or not, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not getting involved.
Well, in War Thunder.
That's what you
Yeah,
always.
exactly.
I know. That's what you always end up hearing, right?
Well, I know this guy who was a pilot. That's the other one I love. I'm like, you're so full of yourself. Like,
But in Call of Duty, you can do this with it.
I can fly DCS, so I can fly a real plane.
I wouldn't want to. Yes, you probably know where all the instruments are, but
Yeah, I play a lot of Formula One simulators. You think I could ever climb behind the wheel of a Formula One car?
I don't think
No.
you fit. No offense, but aren't they really tiny inside?
No, I probably would not.
I grew up around like my father worked in the helicopter industry, so I grew up around helicopters and everything else. And I've had frequent dreams where I've gotten in a helicopter and flew it and fucking did all these things because from looking and watching the pilot and stuff. So I always tell everybody, so like, if shit hits the fan, you see me running towards a helicopter, don't get in with me because I don't know how to fly it.
But back to the F1 thing. Don't they custom fit like the seats and everything to the drivers?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But
yeah,
they
have
mold
a
the
feet
seat to the
setting where they
driver's
have
body
to.
shape and everything.
Yep, they have to sit in a mold and actually get it all created for them and everything else. Not to mention your feet are actually above your hands. If you actually look at a side cut of somebody actually in an F1 car, it's like, holy cow.
But you're like laying down in them, not really sitting?
You're pretty much laying down in it, yeah.
You don't do much with your feet in those anyways, right? It's all paddle.
No, you still got the throttle and the brake.
Okay, I thought they still did that with their hands on this.
No, that's the shifting. Shifting is done with the paddles.